Hi everyone. Let's go. My name is Mouton. I am the CTO of Happy Technologies and also a teacher at Bordeaux University. Just a few words about our company. We are based in Bordeaux. We are about 20 developers and we make things like website, web applications, and also mobile development. And I'm really proud to introduce you a part of our work, Tamina. The most important things about Tamina may be its name. Who knows The Lord of the Ring? Yeah, maybe everyone knows. So, you know, elves and dwarves build powerful and strong items like shield, weapons, and axe, and also a ring. Tolkien created an elf language where Tamina means forge. So what better name than Tamina for a library dedicated to help us to build strong and powerful web application? Yeah. Since yesterday, we have seen many amazing things, and tomorrow I'm sure too. That's why it's important for me to replace Tamina in its own context. Tamina is not a framework, not at all, and surely less powerful as Think or Ex Machina, for example. And Tamina is not based on any JavaScript library like React or Angular. Tamina is all about humanity. We build it to fulfill our own needs, and because it was a good way to learn things. So Tamina is just a library or a sort of extension for the STD dedicated to build pure JavaScript web application. And I hope you could be inspired by it. I was inspired by your work. So what it does, we needed to build universal web application able to be used with popular JavaScript library like React or Vue.js, Backbone, etc. So we added web components and custom element support. We also needed a way to load at runtime CSS and JavaScript file, a tool to manage translations, more efficient web requests, and avoid hard-coded strings into our Haxe code. And of course, it's fully documented. I can show you how it looks like. Developers.id.tech is our developers' website where we store on it all of our open source works, and Tamina is right here. We have an overview and some information about Tamina, like how to install it from npm or Haxlib, for example, description of the most features, like web components, of course, etc., etc. And the full documentation is right there. We can see each classes, their properties and their methods. All you need is online. And cannot scroll. Okay, calm down. Up. Yeah, I'm back. So what about assets loading? I said we need something to load JavaScript file and CSS file at runtime. We need also sometimes a cache killer. We need to load sequentially or parallelly things. So we did it, and it looks like that on this slide. I should have a pointer. Yep. You can see two URL group. The first one is to load sequentially version.js, and the second one is to load parallelly Ether.js and Google Client JS. You can, of course, add URL into your URL group, but you can also add other URL group into another URL group. So with that and a sort of composite pattern, you can manage your entire timeline and your loading process. At the top of the slide, you can see we get a loader which can notify us when all scripts are ready. So to avoid using strings into our Haxe code, we added some enum or constant classes. So we got exif data, HTTP method like post, put, get, etc. We got also HTTP status, meme tip, and you know there's a lot of meme tip. Shim, URL, text align, and web events like touch, click, input, change, etc. Yeah, about web components. For that, we've been inspired by Flex and Angular custom directive. So Vue and Haxe code are split into two different files. You have test component.html and test component.hx. They are both linked with thanks to the Vue metadata right there. You can also link using the skin part metadata your inner HTML element. Yep. You can manage your translation using the double brace string. To instantiate a new web component, you can declare it into your HTML like that. Or you can use also a factory because there's no constructor into web components. Okay, so if you want to learn more about Tamina, please feel free to come at 13. There will be a workshop on it, or just come to talk to me. It will be a pleasure. Thank you very much. Any questions? Are you hungry? Me too. Okay, thank you guys.
If I can have a short moment of your attention. There's just Valentina I want to introduce, because if you want to work with us at Docker and do all these crazy Haxe things that we talk about, you need to talk to her, and we're hiring people, yeah, many, so probably. If you have any questions, you can find me. Well, thank you.
The lunch is sponsored by InnoGames. Thank you for them.